Hello and welcome to ET Garage. Today I'm going to get these cylinder heads on. Alright, here we are out in the garage again with that noisy heater in the background. Today I'm just going to go over the few pointers on the cylinder head, and then I'm going to slap them on, fast forward type of thing, and get that done. I did order rocker arms, another set of rocker arms for these. The ones those Scorpion ones I have are self-centering, and I decided to go use the guide plates that come with these heads and go with the non-self-centering kind and use the guide plates. Those will probably be in later in the week, so I can't order my push rods until I get them and check my push rod length and all that stuff. But for now, I'll just go over a few pointers. I'll move the camera around and I'll show you what I'm going to do to get this head ready for going on the block. Okay, here I am on the workbench, and if you're especially aluminum cylinder heads, you want to protect all the surfaces. When you put it down, notice I got this old towel down here, and I got a rag to collect shavings because there's little burrs here where they tap the angle, the bolt holes for the intake at an angle. Those will come off in seconds with a little file. That's nothing. This here is the exhaust crossover for people who have the EGR or have the exhaust crossover on their intake. I will not be utilizing that. There are several things you can do. You can just put like high temp silicone around here, put the gasket over it, and you should be fine. Everything is, you can just fill it with the fill it in, you know, like with about a ½ inch in with high temp silicone. Or you could JB weld it, or you could tap it for a pipe plug. If you tap it for a pipe plug, you have to make sure you go deep enough that this is flush with the surface. But keep that in mind. If you do that, that's what I am going to do. I have the tools. I have a proper reamer. You don't necessarily need this, but it helps. It's already drilled out for the tap, which is a 1/4 inch MPT. I have a reamer. I will ream this out. This way, this will go deep enough in there. You can pick these up on eBay or wherever. And if you're supporting the head, you know, use the plastic cup or something that won't mar your surface. You don't want to screw up your surface that is going to bolt down to your head gasket. You want that as clean and flat and smooth as possible. When you go to put the head on, you want to clean this surface good. Clean it good with like brake clean. You can use alcohol, all that good stuff. You can just follow. I'm not sure. I left the instructions inside that come with these heads. I'm gonna have to go get them and read them, but I already know the procedure for a small block. I'm gonna follow their procedure, but just make sure this surface is clean and make sure the block surface is clean, smooth. Chase all your bolt threads for your head bolts, all that good stuff. So make sure you do that. Another thing, like when I tap that head and ream it and all that good stuff, I'm going to cover this with a plastic bag. Make sure no shavings, even though I doubt shavings are going to get over here from the table. Play it safe, and you should keep your engine covered without the heads or intake or any of that stuff. You should keep everything covered that leads into the cylinders. Like I can see there's a little piece of dust in here I got to blow out. I'll do all that before I put the head on. I'll give this all another good cleaning and wipe down. Right now it's all oily, so I'm not worried about that right now. I'm going to concentrate on the head and get that done. Okay, that's done. Based on my experience in doing that, I ended up having to go to an oversized drill bit. the fancy tapered reamer I used just wasn't big enough to get that deep enough. And then I still had to grind the head down of the plug. So if I were to do this again, I would just fill it in with some high temperature red RTV gasket maker. Yeah, it would have took me like 10 minutes and it would have been done. I don't know how much time I wasted on this. So anyway, let me get to putting this on and getting that cleaned up and getting the head on and all that stuff. Okay, the first cylinder head is on. The second one I'm getting ready to put on, and I ran into a little snafu. I will move the camera and show you that. Alright, if you look way over here in this corner, these are the dowel pin holes. Here's one on this side and one on this side. If you look, this one here has a nice chamber and is slightly bigger. This one here is not chamfered and is slightly smaller, and that's because when they drilled this, after they drill these holes, they ream them. They forgot to ream that hole, so it's not the correct size. This is a 5/16 drill bit, which is about the correct size of the dowel pin, and it does not fit. Should be, I believe, 311 thousandths. Yeah, this drill bit measures 310 thousandths actually. Probably by the time you drill it, it will be 311ths. You really should use a reamer on that, but I'm going to just use a drill bit. If you don't feel confident, if you run into this problem and you don't feel confident, just contact whoever you bought the heads off and say, hey, they forgot to ream the dowel pin. I'm not that concerned about it being dead center. I mean, it's a bit more dead center, the better. They do actually sell offset dowel pins for various reasons. I guess if the cylinder heads aren't correct, or if these dowel pins are off, the only way to check that really would be to mount these on the block without the pistons in. I already have the bottom end together, so I can't do that. I mean, I could disassemble the bottom end and do it that way, but I don't see, at this point, I don't see any reason to do that. Hopefully they got their holes in the right location, and I can double check it against the cylinder head. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I'm going to go ahead and double check everything and get this together, and then see how things go. I still need to tap that hole right there and plug it. I could just put red high temp silicone in there. That'd probably be the easy thing. Since I did the other head, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. So let me get going on this. But before I get on this, I'm going to probably just end the video here. And no sense me recording, putting the other cylinder head on. If I have problems, I'll go ahead and record that. But any other problems that I'm having, I don't see any more other than enlarging that hole. So like I said, yeah, I'm just going to end the video here. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.